Hi, my name is John Wiedemann. I'm here today talking with Howard Brecht about the vision and planning and some of the activities around the Hockessin United Methodist Church expansion project. As you recall, the expansion project started in 2008, and Howard's been diligently working behind the scenes with the government officials here in Hockessin and also in Newcastle County to get this project moving forward. So a lot of things have been happening behind the scenes. We've asked Howard to come out today and speak to us a little bit and give us an update on the project and what we're doing now and for the next coming weeks and months.
Over the last 2 years, we've been focused on what's called an exploratory project filing with Newcastle County. And the purpose of this is to give us information which will tell us the maximum development we can make with the addition of the Oddfellows property. This is important to us because we anticipate only one additional expansion to the church with the addition of this property. So,
Howard, real quickly, a lot of people don't know what the Oddfellows are, so if we just get a quick history on who they were.
Yeah, the Oddfellows is a fraternal organization, goes back several hundred years, the purpose of which is to make good men better. One of the things that we don't understand so much is the property was really owned 50% by the Rebecca chapters, which are the women equivalent of the Oddfellows. Even though we call it the Oddfellows property, it's really 50-50 between the Oddfellows and the Rebeccas.
That's pretty interesting, Howard. Just tell us I know in 2008 we purchased this property, so what are some of the things that have been happening since that time? And if you could just bring us up to speed on all of those activities.
Well, when we purchased the property, part of the agreement that we made with the Oddfellows was that we would provide for them meeting space equivalent to what they now have in this building. We didn't specify where that would be in the church, but at the time the church didn't have any rooms which we could set aside and say, this is yours. So the thought was that that would be part of a larger expansion that the church would make. And so this is why we've been pursuing this exploratory project to answer the question, what is the maximum square footage that we could add to this property at this time? It looks like the answer is in the range of 22,000 square feet, and then that includes the parking and the stormwater management and all the other things that go along with that addition. I don't want to get hung up on the 22,000. It could come out at 20,000, it could come out at 24,000. I'm not just sure, but 22 is about what we're shooting for right now.
So it sounds like there's a lot of meetings that are left that we're going to have to go through with the township and with the government around us.
Well, once we get the exploratory project approved, that tells us the issues, 20, 25, 30 issues, that will have to be addressed for the major land development project, which is the next stage. And we're almost ready. We anticipate getting the exploratory approved this summer, and then we'll move into the phase where we start design, architectural design, engineering design, so that we can get the major land development project approved. That's going to require a lot of interactive work with the church, because we have to decide what's going to be in these buildings. We just have footprints right now. We have concepts. We had to have some specificity about it because the parking is related to the use of the building. So to calculate the amount of parking requirement, we had to say the fact that we're going to have a multi-purpose building, we're going to have an administrative building, and these types of things. But what's inside of it, how it's arranged by floor level, all to be decided.
And that's all dependent on the discussions we have with the government.
That's right. If the government comes back and says 20,000 is the max, then we're going to have to scale back the plans to be at that level. Now, we could always build less, but once we decide that we're going to, for instance, if we decide to build 10,000 square feet, we would lose the opportunity then to build the other 10,000 square feet.
Okay, great. And then just real quickly, if everything goes as planned and we get yeses and approvals along the way, what is kind of the timeline that we're looking at for next steps and completion?
This construction is probably going to be done in phases. It probably won't all be built at the same time. I anticipate we would build the administrative building first, and then we would build the multi-purpose hall maybe 6 months, 9 months later. It'll be all the same contract, but it'll be phased. I think the construction could take as much as 15, 18 months.
Okay.
We started the construction in late 2012. That would put us into completion of the entire project by 2014.
Great. Well, Howard, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to speak to us, give us an update on what's happening with this. I know that we are posting a lot of information on our website now regarding the future use of this building and this property. And obviously, as you mentioned, we need to be aware that those things are going to change in the coming weeks and months. So right now, everything's an exploratory process.
That's right.
So thank you again, and have a great day.
Thank you.